Yeah, so that's why I was bringing up the story, because skateboarding is the foundation of all the stuff I end up doing. And so I always say it like MTV got me excited about playing guitar, but skateboarding made it accessible
Hmm.
because I have a buddy who got a skateboard for his birthday that like we always hung around. We always hung out, and we just always just kind of like just rode our bikes around town and everything,
Yeah.
or the neighborhood, I should say. And summer after sixth grade, it was his birthday, and his dad, who grew up in the 70s park era skateboarding,
Hmm.
um, his dad gets him a skateboard for his birthday. And I had seen a skateboard before, but it was, you know, it was a plastic board. It was what most people would know today as like a penny
Oh yeah,
board.
yeah. Those are cool.
And so, but back then, um, those were not cool.
They
Well, at
weren't.
least to me, because my friends who had banana boards,
Hmm.
like they're just plastic, they're slow, small. You step on it, and you're just kind of like, huh. Like that was my experience of skateboarding, was that,
Right.
like a banana board being in the bin with roller skates, hula hoop, handball,
Yeah.
whatever. Um, he gets a board for his birthday, my buddy Danny, and this board is like a modern board.
Right.
It's like for that time, the 80s.
Yeah.
So it's 10 inches wide, 30 inches long, with this like exciting, dynamic graphic on it,
Hmm.
colors and everything. And I saw that board and I was just like, no, that's skateboarding. And I knew like there's something that comes with that. Like there's a culture. Like I knew like this is something that I don't know about. So I'm riding my bike, he's riding a skateboard, and I could tell he was having way more fun than I was. And I was just like, I want to get a skateboard. And Danny was like, I think my dad still has his old skateboard from the 70s. Like, he'll probably
Wow.
give it to you. And he did. He gave it to me.
Oh, this is a good
And
story.
and it wasn't the modern board, but it
Hmm.
wasn't the banana board.
Yeah. So
It was
you
like
were
this
cool
in
with it. Yeah.
between. I was just like, it was wood, and I could tell it was old, but I was just so enamored, and just the sense of wonder that was just like, wow, this
Thank
new
you,
thing.
Danny's dad. Who's Danny's dad? What's his
I
name? You don't
know.
remember?
Yeah, I don't at
Danny's
all. It
dad
was
did it.
I forget Danny's last name.
Mr. Danny's dad. Do you look
Yeah,
what you
yeah,
did? You should be
yeah,
so proud of yourself,
yeah.
whoever you
Right.
are.
Thank you, sir. Um, and so we get back to school after that summer. It's seventh grade now, and we see the wall with the cool kids. But they're the cool kids because we know they're the skateboarders and the surfers.
Hmm.
And so me and Danny were like, we want to hang out with these guys, but they're like older and we don't know them.
Yeah.
They're eighth graders, and back then, just one grade is like the
Yeah. No,
equivalent of
everybody's
like five
clicky and
years
everyone's
older or something.
clicky. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you're just timid, and they're cool, and you're just like some grom or something. And so we went up to the wall, and like it's a long wall, and they're all hanging out on one side, and then we just started trying to hang out on this side.
Yeah.
And then we slowly slowly try to creep over, till finally they were like, one of the guys like looked over at us, and then came over, and he was just like, hey, like just introduced himself, and they're like, you skate?
Hmm.
And we're like, yeah, we skate. And they're like, okay, hang out with us, right?
Aw.
And like those guys right there, um, they were just all inclusive. They were just like embraced us into the brotherhood of like the skaters, surfers at that school. And so those guys are who we started hanging out and skating with, and they played in punk bands, and they
Are
had the
you friends with these
ramps.
guys still?
Yeah. Hmm.
Who are they?
So
They must have been so glad. Do they know who you are?
oh
They're
man,
like,
like they,
we're so glad
they
we let him in our little
well,
clique.
they're a huge part of
Oh,
um they're just a huge part of my journey.
Are you the most successful skateboarder out of that crew?
I'm the one that turned pro.
Yeah. Hello.
In it.
That's cool. They must have been, I like
Yeah,
the story.
but you know, their style of skateboarding, which was all of our approach at that time, was more ramps. So that's what they concentrated on. It wasn't until I broke my wrist, like I was telling you earlier, that when I had my cast, my parents took away my board because they were like, "You're not going to break your wrist again with a cast."
It's the Paris Chong Show.